Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video tutorial, I will show you in Django web framework how to create a master pages or extended pages. Now we'll check the final output. Notice the header, which contains the navigation menu, and it's a block content to display the pages, HTML pages, and below that we got the footer. Articles. See here we got this is articles page. When I click images, this is images page. When I click contact, this is contact page. Notice the URLs also. And for the home page, this is a home page. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before creating a project in Django web application, first we'll create a new folder in local disk D drive. Right click the mouse, select new and folder. Let's give the folder name is the master page create. This is the folder name. Let me browse this folder. Right now this folder is totally empty. Now let's create a new Django web application in this folder. I'm using Visual Studio Code to write the Python programming. First, in this Visual Studio, we'll add create a newly created project folder. Go to File, select Open Folder, and the folder name is the master page create. I'm selecting that one, select folder. And here the folder is added to the Explorer panel. At the right side we got a welcome page. Let me close this welcome page. As we know that this folder contains empty folders or pages. Now let's create a new web application in this folder. Open View, select Terminal. Now terminal is a command prompt, so make sure the path is in our folder. So our folder name is masterpage-create in the D drive, which is this one. Now I'm creating a new Django web application. Django -admin start project, and the project name is create master page is my application name. And notice here in the Explorer panel, the create master page is added successfully. Let me expand this application. Notice there is a subfolder called create master page and one manage.py Python page. Let me expand this subfolder also. And notice we got some default Python pages, settings.py, URLs, and these are all files is automatically created when I create this master page application. So after creating the application, next step, we'll create a new folder called templates to render my HTML pages. So I'm selecting the project name, new folder, and the folder is the templates. Enter. Now in this templates, I'm adding some HTML pages. Right click the mouse, click new file. The first page is a master page.html, and here we got our master page. Let's create the second page, new file. Close this one. articles.html, and the third page, new file, is images.html, and the final page I'm adding new file is the contact page, contact.html. Just for the demo purpose, I have added only 4 pages in this templates folder. So after adding the HTML pages in this templates folder, next step we'll configure the application in this settings.py. Open settings.py in the settings.py, the first most important node is in the install underscore apps. We need to install our application create master page. This is the master page, so let's copy this one between single quotes. I'm adding here. Make sure add our application name in this install underscore apps. Next, in the template section, notice there is a directories. Now here in this directories, we'll add our base directory with the templates. So os.path dot join method. In the join method, I'm adding base directory, base underscore dir, comma, between single quotes, I'm adding our templates folder, which contains all our HTML pages, templates. That's it, we have configured our templates and installed apps in this settings.py page. Let's save this file, save all. Now after that, open master.html page. Now this master page is the default home page of my application. So let's add some HTML code. Doc type, I'm adding HTML. Inside this HTML, I'm adding the header section and body tag. This one is body. Now in the header section, I'm adding the navigation menu bar. Now let's add the navigation menu in this header section. For that, I'm using UL tags. In this UL, I'm adding list items, LI. The first one is the home. Let's copy this one. Again, LI. Let's copy this one. The home is the master page. The second one, I'm adding the articles, contact page, contact, and the last one is the images. So I'm adding these images after the articles. Let's add the hrefs in this li list. Href is equals to, let's add hash here, and I'm closing the href tag after the li. So I need to close here. Let's add the another href tag, which is a hyperlink, and I'm closing this a tag after this articles. This one also need to close here. Let's copy the another href link, a tag, and I'm closing this a tag after the images, and the last href for the contact pages, and I'm closing this a tag after the contact. Let's save this file, save all. Now the next step, I will add some styles to this UL, which looks like a navigation menu bar. Just for the time saving, I have created already the style code. So I'm pasting that code here. Let me save this file again, save all. It's a simple style sheet for this UL tag and the li elements. After that, in the body tag, I want to display this content pages, the extended pages. So for that, in the body, I'm adding div tag. In the div tag, let me add some style is equals to background color is I'm certain the background color is gray, and I'm adding the height of the div. Height, the height is equals to height colon 700 pixels, semicolon. Now I'm adding these extended pages here in this div to this master page. So between curly braces, percentage, it's a block. There will see a block content. Let's close the block, percentage, and block. Now whatever I write here, now between this block we'll add this. Now between this block content we'll show these HTML pages. So first I'm adding center tag. In this center tag h1, this is home page. Let's save this file. Save all. Now the final step, we require the footer. After the div tag, I am adding footer. Inside this footer, I am adding center tag. This is footer. I am adding this one is h3 tags. That's it. I have designed a simple master page which contains one navigation menu bar, one to display the content. At the bottom we got a footer, so header, block content, and one footer in this master page.html. Next, let's save this file, the master page. Next, in the articles.html, we need to extend this master page.html between curly braces, percentage, add the extends between single quotes. I'm adding masterpage.html. So add that one, masterpage.html. And now we need the content page. Again, curly braces, percentage, block, content. Let's close this block, percentage, and block. Now in this block, I'm add the center tag. This is articles page. Now let's copy this. The same code I'm adding in the images.html. Copy that one. Except I'm changing, instead of articles page, I'm adding images page. And for the contact also, this is contact page. Let's save this file, save all. Now we require the views page. The subfolder create master page, right click the mouse, we'll create a new file, views.py, enter. And here in the views.py, when we want to render these HTML pages, we need to add a class called render. So first import from Django.db shortcuts, not db, it's a shortcuts, import render. Then let's declare the definition which contains a function called articles. It's a function name request colon render return render. Return this function return render request. The second property I'm adding the page name articles.html. Make sure you do the exact name, and the third parameter is a context is equals to curly braces. Let's add the master page def call homepage, which is a master page. Request colon. Instead of writing the same code, just copy this one and paste here. Instead of articles, I'm adding the master page.html. Again, copy this one. We have two more pages. Call images, and the HTML page name is images.html. And the final page is a contact page. So call, the function name is a call contact. Here contact.html, C scatter. That's it. Let's save this file. Now the final most important step, we need to configure our URL patterns. For that, in the project there is a urls.py page. Open that one. Let's configure the routing pages in the URLs pattern. Notice in the URL patterns we got the default path admin. So now I don't require this default path admin, so I'm commenting with a hash. Our paths between single quotes, comma, the page names we are getting from this views page. So views, we need to import the views from dot import views dot. First I am adding the call home page, this function name, call home, comma, copy this one, paste here, paste here, paste here. We have 4 pages, so we require the 4 paths. The second one is call articles, copy this one. Instead of call home, I'm adding call articles. The next one, call images, copy that one, call images. And the last one, the call home, is the call contact. So copy that one and paste your call contact. Now we require the name is equals to, between single quotes I'm adding call home. Again, name is equals to, between single quotes we need to add this function name call articles, and the path here is articles hyphen page. Name is equals to, between single quotes I'm adding call images, a function name, and in the path images dot page hyphen page. And the last name is for the contact page. Add the function name call contact for the contact page, call contact, copy this one and paste here. And the views page, contact hyphen page. Let's save this file, save all. Now let's configure the href links. In the li href, between curly braces, percentage, the URL between single quotes, I am adding this call home here. Let's copy this one. I'm deleting the hash and pasting the URL. The articles is the call articles. All articles. Again, I'm saving this, copying this one, paste here, and this one also paste here. Instead of call articles, I am adding call images. Copy this one, paste here. And the last one, we need to configure the URL contact page. Again, switch to the URL, call contact name, and paste here in this href. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file, save all. Now it's time to run our application. So to run the application, we need to run the server first. Before that, we need to add this project name after our folder. So cd create master page. So make sure give the proper name. Then Python manage.py, I'm adding this file to run the server, run server and enter. Notice here we got no issues found, but some migrants we need to add. So what I'm doing, Control C, to add these 17 migrations, just copy this to run this line. Now we'll run the server. So notice now we don't have any issues here, and this is our server. Control plus click, mouse click the link, and here we got the final output. Notice here the navigation menu bar. Below that we got the content block to display the extended pages, and below that we got a footer. So let's add some color to this footer also. Switch to the master page, come to the bottom. In the footer, style is equals to background color, style background color. I'm adding indigo. Let's save this file. Save all. Now we'll reload the browser. Enter. Now we'll check the final output. Notice the header, which contains the navigation menu, and it's the block content to display the pages, HTML pages, and below that we got the footer. Articles. So here we got this is articles page. When I click images, this is images page. When I click contact, this is contact page. Notice the URLs also. And for the home page, this is a home page. That's it.